Let's be real. Artificial intelligence has completely changed the game for education. And nowhere is that more obvious than in how we test what students actually know. So today, we're going to dive into a new playbook that tackles this whole problem head-on, giving us a roadmap for what assessment can look like in this new AI world.
I mean, this is it. This is the big one. This is the question that every single educator is wrestling with right now. It's not some far-off idea anymore, it's a daily reality. When a machine can spit out a flawless essay or solve a complex problem in seconds, what are we even testing anymore?
And look, this isn't a future problem that we can put off. A recent global survey found that 54%, that's over half, of faculty say their current assessments need a major overhaul, like right now. The old system is just not working, and the pressure is on to find a new way forward.
So, let's break down the core challenge here. The thing is, this isn't just about trying to stop students from cheating. It's actually a much bigger two-sided problem that really forces us to rethink how we measure learning from the ground up. It's like educators have to play defense and offense at the same time. On the one hand, they have to defend the integrity of their tests, making sure they're still measuring what a student actually knows on their own. But on the other hand, they've got to go on offense and figure out how to use these incredible AI tools to actually make learning even better. It's a real balancing act.
So how in the world do you do that? How do you tackle both of those challenges? Well, this report offers a really clear solution, a brand new playbook. It's basically a framework built around 3 totally different ways to think about assessments now.
First up, you've got the AI-free assessment. Think of this as the protected zone. We're talking about things like in-class exams, oral presentations, or debates, tasks that are specifically designed to see a student's own unaided thinking in action. This is where you make sure they've truly mastered those core foundational skills.
Next, you've got the middle ground, AI-assisted. In this zone, students are allowed to use AI, but, and this is the key, within really clear, specific boundaries. The AI is there as a helper, right? Maybe for brainstorming or getting some first draft feedback, but the student is always in the driver's seat.
And finally, we have the most forward-looking one, AI integrated. For these assessments, using AI well is the skill being tested. The whole point of the task is for students to work with an AI, to challenge its answers, to refine its prompts, and to think critically about its role. This is all about getting them ready for the real world, where collaborating with AI is quickly becoming the new normal.
So just to recap real quick, AI-free is for building those foundational human skills. AI-assisted lets you use AI as a helpful tool, and AI-integrated is where you develop those brand new collaboration skills. The idea is that a really well-designed course is going to have a smart mix of all 3.
Okay, but here's the thing. No matter which of those 3 types you use, there's this underlying principle that's absolutely crucial for all of them, making them AI resilient. And this idea is a total game changer because it shifts the focus away from just policing students to designing smarter assignments in the first place.
The old way was all about enforcement, making strict rules, using those clunky AI detectors, and just kind of hoping students would comply. But this new AI-resilient approach is so much smarter. It's about structurally redesigning the assignment itself to make cheating with AI either way too hard or just completely pointless.
So how do you actually do that? Well, the report lays out 4 key strategies. Number 1, keep the really human stuff, like critical debates and deep discussions, in the classroom where you can see it happen. 2, stop focusing so much on the final product and start assessing the process. Grade their thinking, their drafts, their choices along the way. 3, build in checkpoints and milestones so you can actually trace how their thinking evolved. And 4, connect your assignments so that each one builds on the student's own unique work from the one before it. AI can't fake that.
Okay, so we've got the individual assignments covered. Now let's zoom out a little and see how this all fits together across the whole course. Because to really make this work, you need a balanced strategy.
The report calls it the dual priority approach. It sounds a little formal, but it's actually super simple. Priority 1 is all about making students have solid human skills. Critical thinking, problem solving, all that good stuff without help. But just as important is priority 2, helping them build the skills to work with AI tools effectively and ethically. You just can't have one without the other anymore.
So what does this actually look like in a real course? Well, Here's a great example. You might start the semester off with some AI-free quizzes to make sure everyone has the baseline knowledge. Then, in the middle, you bring in some AI-assisted and AI-integrated projects to build up those collaboration skills. All along the way, you can have AI-free activities like class debates to keep those core human skills sharp. And then, at the very end, you wrap it all up with a big, supervised AI-free final exam to really verify what they know on their own. See? It's a really intentional, blended approach.
So as we start to wrap up here, it's pretty obvious we're at a huge inflection point. The future of assessment isn't about trying to fight technology. It's about learning to adapt to it in a way that actually prepares students for the world they're going to be living and working in.
And honestly, this quote from the report just nails it. The goal can't just be about stopping cheating. We have to evolve how we assess students so that it actually looks like how they're going to solve problems and create things in the real world, which, let's face it, is going to be right alongside AI tools. At the end of the day, it's about preparation, not prevention.
And all of this brings us to one last, really provocative question that this new reality forces us to ask ourselves. With everything changing so fast, and with AI handling so much of the grunt work, what is the most important human skill that we should be testing for now? That's the question that's going to define the next chapter of education.